In the Cornhill magazine, a writer under the pen name of W. Small, who was actually the future Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, wrote a lovely little story which was called Habakkuk Jefferson's Statement. And in this little piece of fiction, which was brilliantly written, as all Conan Doyle's material was, we had a completely different explanation for the mystery of the Mary Celeste, how she was found abandoned in November of 1872. In the fictional version, Conan Doyle said that the little lifeboat, the yawl, which they carried with them as a lifeboat, was still on the Mary Celeste. In fact, it wasn't. And when you study the records from the Gibraltar end of that ill-fated voyage, you find that when she was picked up, rescued by the Dei Gratia, not only was there no one on board her, but there was no lifeboat. Well, now, it seems pretty logical that if you find an abandoned ship with no lifeboat and a section of the rail has been lowered, the lifeboat went over the side with the people in it. And the only mystery remaining is, why did they leave a perfectly sound, seaworthy ship to risk their lives and to lose their lives, in all probability, in this tiny little sailing yawl? Well, Captain Benjamin Spooner Briggs, who was the skipper of the Mary Celeste at the time, had with him his wife and infant daughter. And like every other loving, caring husband, his anxiety was for them far more than for himself. The cargo of industrial alcohol, which Ben Briggs had never carried before, had a tendency to work its way through the cooperage and to blow the hatch cover off. And when the rescue party from the Dei Gratia got there, the hatch covers were open. Something underneath in the hold had popped the hatch covers. Now, if you imagine you're Ben Briggs, you have your adored wife and an infant daughter on that ship with you, and something goes pop, and you've got 1,700 barrels of the stuff. And if the whole lot goes, well, bye-bye to the Mary Celeste, and little pieces of human being will feed the seagulls for several weeks to come. So what does Ben do? He orders abandoned ship. Everybody crowds into the yawl, Mrs. Briggs first with the baby in her arms, and the captain and the 7 crew members follow them in. And there's an attempt made to keep the Mary Celeste in sight. There was a very long line found trailing from her stern, which rather suggested that they had been in the lifeboat. They didn't want to lose the main ship. There's a sudden squall, snap goes the lifeline, and now they are all on their own in the South Atlantic. And the inevitable happens. Now, the mystery of the Mary Celeste caught the public imagination because of what Conan Doyle wrote in the Cornhill magazine. And you and I, when we're busy, we're reading a newspaper headline, we're looking at a piece of factual information, textbook, and we pick up the Cornhill magazine to relax with, and the two blur and overlap. Was the boat there? Was the boat not there? And the mystery develops. It develops, I would venture to suggest, psychologically, because deep within every one of us, there is a love of mystery.